In the beginning, Yahawah created the heavens and the earth, a masterpiece of divine design. The earth was lush, vibrant, and teeming with life. Oceans shimmered, rivers flowed, and creatures of every kind roamed. At the heart of this creation, Yahawah planted a special garden in Eden, a paradise filled with every tree that was pleasant to the eye and good for food. At its center stood two extraordinary trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Yahawah formed man, Adam, from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. Adam became a living soul, placed in the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. Yahawah gave Adam freedom to eat from every tree in the garden, except one. "You must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil," Yahawah commanded, "for in the day you eat of it, you will surely die." As Adam worked and walked in fellowship with Yahawah, it became clear that something was missing. None of the animals were a suitable companion for him. So Yahawah caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and from it fashioned a woman. When Adam awoke, he saw her and exclaimed, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." Together, Adam and Eve lived in harmony, naked and unashamed, their bond pure and their hearts aligned with Yahawah. But their peace would not last. One day, the serpent, a cunning creature more subtle than any beast of the field, approached Eve as she wandered near the forbidden tree. "Did Yahawah really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden?'" the serpent asked, his voice smooth and beguiling. Eve replied, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but Yahawah said, 'You must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.'" The serpent's eyes gleamed as he whispered, "You will not surely die. For Yahawah knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve's gaze lingered on the fruit. It was beautiful, its surface gleaming in the sunlight. The serpent's words stirred a desire within her, a hunger for knowledge and power. She reached out, plucked the fruit, and ate. She then gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate as well. In that moment, their eyes were opened, but instead of enlightenment, they were filled with shame. They realized they were naked and hurried to sew fig leaves together to cover themselves. As the cool evening breeze swept through the garden, Adam and Eve heard Yahawah walking among the trees. They hid themselves, trembling with guilt. "Where are you?" Yahawah called, though he already knew. Adam emerged, his voice heavy with shame. "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. So I hid." "Who told you that you were naked?" Yahawah asked. "Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam pointed to Eve. "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree and I ate." Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent. "The serpent deceived me and I ate." Yahawah's voice rang with sorrow and judgment as he addressed the serpent first. "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." This prophecy hinted at a future Redeemer, who would ultimately defeat evil. To Eve, Yahawah said, "I will greatly increase your pains in childbearing. With pain, you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam, Yahawah declared, "Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, for dust you are, and to dust you will return. Then Yahawah made garments of skin for Adam and Eve, clothing them before casting them out of the garden. The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil, he said. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. Yahawah banished them from Eden, placing cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Adam and Eve were left to face a world outside of paradise, a world of toil, pain, and hardship. Yet even in judgment, there was hope. Yahawah's promise of a coming Redeemer, born from the woman's offspring, gave humanity a future to cling to. Thus began the story of humanity, a story of fall, redemption, and the relentless pursuit of Yahawah's love. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. Thank you, and see you soon.